Hello, hello. Okay. Just gonna wait a few minutes to start. I don't know if I have the chat open. I should have the chat open if you want to use the chat. I'll start off. Hello. Oh, hey, hey. Just gonna wait a couple minutes. I'm just gonna make a little post. There we go. Can you hear me okay? Should work this time. We shouldn't have any technical difficulties this time. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes. Woo! I'm gonna pull a little card. I'm gonna see what the message is for tonight's moon magic session. Ooh. Wow, I opened right to the page. So tonight's session is all it's 4 voices. So this is all about sleep, deep rest and renewal, healing, the edge of burnout, needing to slow down, taking time you need, self-love, compassion and retreat. That is the message for tonight. So that's a great message. I'm excited to focus on that. Okay, I'm just gonna give it one more minute and then I'll just start. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start. So, welcome to part two of Tapping into Moon Magic. And I'm so excited that you're here. Tonight, I'm going to focus on the full moon energy. So, full moon energy is all about release. It's a really, really good time to release. And we started with part one was focusing on the new moon energy, which was all about manifesting and bringing in abundance. We really focused on bringing in that abundance. So today I want to focus on releasing because it is so important to make space. We can't have we can't bring more things in without making space for it first. It's like um I thought of this earlier. It's like doing your laundry. Like you need to wash your clothes to have something to wear. If you don't wash your clothes, cleanse your clothes, you don't have anything to wear. So energetically, that's kind of what we're doing. We're doing energetic laundry tonight. We're washing and cleansing our body and our energy to let go of things and cleanse ourselves so that we can have fresh energy, fresh beginnings. We need to bring in abundance, and for us to do that, we have to have a clean slate. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. I just pulled a card for us from my Muse tarot deck, and I got the Four of Voices. So this, I asked what the intention was, the message for tonight's call, and we got the Four of Voices. So this is all about sleep, deep rest, renewal, healing. We're right at the edge of burnout and needing to slow down. That is so important to just slow down. We're at such like a fast pace all the time, always needing to do something, needing to go somewhere and um be like, the person that is just focusing on everybody else and not ourselves. So, this is telling us to slow down and really focus on yourself. What is it that you need to focus on yourself? It's all about, again, taking the time that you need, self love, compassion, and retreat. So, that's the message for tonight. That's what we're going to be working on. We're actually going to be tapping some affirmations as well that will help bring those things in. And before we start, I just have a few things I want to touch on. Sorry, I'm just going to pull my notes up. Okay. So the focus, as I mentioned, of the night is around release. And specifically, I want to focus on the emotions of guilt, shame, and fear. Those are the culprits of self sabotage. Because we started part one with manifesting and wanting to focus on bringing in that abundance, we want to clear ourselves of guilt, shame, and fear because those are going to be the three things, most common things that are going to sabotage your success. Those are the three things that hold us back the most. Whether you are conscious of it or not, those are typically the three things that are more stagnant in our body because there's such low emotions. They're really big and low emotions that we tend to suppress them because we do not want to feel that. We do not want to feel guilty for anything. We do not be want to be ashamed of ourselves, and we use fear. We allow ourselves to be fearful because it's an act of protection, because we're afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of um, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable sometimes because maybe you had a bad experience with somebody. And, you know, those are the three things that are going to hold us back. So we're going to work on those tonight, because we want to bring in the abundance of um, our manifestations, right? We want to have a clear road for us to manifest. So if you were a part of part one and went through the visualization of your manifestation and what you wanted specifically, you want to get that back out. If you like wrote it down or something, have it beside you. We want to obtain that manifestation. We can't have anything in the way of our manifestation. We can't have any doubts, we can't have any limiting beliefs. So bring your manifestation up, have it beside you, because we're going to keep it as a reminder. You're going to keep it as a reminder to remind yourself that you're letting go of parts of yourself because this manifestation is bigger and better. It is going to serve you a purpose. These limiting beliefs and fears and doubts, they are no longer serving you a purpose because you don't need to protect yourself from those things. You can create a safe space to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to allow yourself to welcome that abundance into your life. If you have come across in part one, I asked, after you wrote down your manifestation, I asked you to keep note of some things that might come up that are blocking you from obtaining your manifestation and moving forward. So, if you came across any roadblocks that you noticed were preventing you from moving towards your manifestation, you can share them with me through an email, or you can comment on this video if you're not on the live, and just let me know what it is that you found was blocking you from moving forward in your manifestation. That's something really important to be aware of, in order to let go of it. Right? We want to be aware of the things that are we're resistant to. We want to be aware of what we're resistant to in order to acknowledge it and let it go. We need to let it go. So make sure you have those notes with you. I'm going to jump right into the tapping portion of this session. Mm, Okay. We're going to jump right into the tapping portion of this session because it is a really beautiful EFT session, and I want to do a couple of full moon rituals with you as well. So, if I want you to get into a comfortable spot because we're going to start tapping. So, we're going to do EFT, which is emotional freedom technique. And if you want to learn more about it, you can message me or go back to part one of this video, and I do a much better explanation of what EFT is. So, EFT is emotional freedom technique. We're going to tap along some points. I'll show you what the points are, and you will repeat what I say and tap where I tap. So before we start, I just like to get grounded. Okay. And we need to connect with ourselves. I like to just start off by connecting with ourselves. So I want you to just place your right hand over your heart and close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you inhale and exhale, I want you to feel the rise and fall of your breath. And just take one more. And we're going to start on the side of our hand. This is our karate chop point. We're going to start and end here. We're going to do a few rounds of EFT. So we're going to start with a negative, transition into a more neutral, and then we're going to transition into positive and end with some affirmations. So we'll start on our karate chop point, and the next points we're going to do is our head, our inner brow, the outer brow, or like right beside your eye, under your nose, under your lip, your collarbone, and then the side. And then we end on the karate chop after the second round. Okay, so I'll do one more deep breath. Okay. And we'll start here. You can use one finger or two, whichever feels comfortable. You can use one hand or both hands. Okay, and just repeat what I say. Even though I've held myself back because of fear, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have suppressed this feeling for so long, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I did this to protect myself, I deeply love and accept myself. So we're going to start on our head. I have been fearful of my future. Inner brow. Because the unknown is scary. Outer brow. I suppressed this feeling. Under your eye. To protect myself. I have prevented myself from being authentic because I don't want to fail. And I want to protect myself. Okay, and we're just going to jump right into a second round of it. Starting on top of our head. I am ready to let go of this fear. I want to be open to growth. It's still really hard to let go, but I'm willing to try. I don't need to protect myself from feeling this way. I can feel safe by letting go. I am ready to move forward. And we'll end on the karate chop. I acknowledge that this suppressed emotion has been holding me back from who I truly am. I choose to move forward from this past event that made me feel this way. I choose to be responsible for my emotions, and I choose to honor my self-worth. Just take a deep breath and shake it off a little bit. And we're going to jump right into the positive round of affirmations. Grab some water if you need it. Let's take another deep breath. Place your hand over your chest. Okay, and we'll start on our karate chop. Now that I have released this fear of the unknown, I truly love and forgive myself. Now that I am able to bring this fear to light, I truly love and forgive myself. Now that I am no longer held back by this fear, I truly love and forgive myself. I choose my own happiness. I choose to honor my authenticity. I am open to the abundance of my universe. I am a source of light. I trust myself. I love myself unconditionally. I am in control of my emotions. I give myself grace and grow from these mistakes. I love myself entirely and I'm releasing this fear and I allow myself to make space for bigger and better things to come. I am strong and my heart is full of universal love. Okay, so hopefully you feel a little transition there. And we're going to go into a few rituals that I like to do. So I'm going to get you to write down, have a piece of paper with you. You're going to write down 1 to 5 things that you want to let go of. Maybe there's something that came up while we did the tapping, or there's something that came up um, from a couple weeks ago when we started the part 1 that you want to let go of in order to obtain your manifestation. So I want you to just take a minute to write down something about yourself, something that you're ready to let go of. So I'm just going to write, you can even write fear of the unknown because that's what we just tapped on. So I'm just going to write down 2 things. Um, okay. So just write down on a piece of paper. You're going to fold it up. And I have a bowl here that I like to use. We're going to burn it. So this is part of the release release ritual. So once you burn it, make sure your bowl is, I have a glass bowl, so make sure your bowl is resistant to fire. Something that won't make a mess. And because we just did the tapping and we're under the full moon, I'm going to light this up. And once you're done, once you let it burn in your bowl, you can go ahead and either flush it down the toilet or you can bury it outside. It's snowing where I am, so that's not really doable. I'm just gonna, my paper is on fire and I just have it burning in my bowl here. You want to make sure it burns completely. And if it doesn't, if you have stuff written on your paper and not all of it is burnt, I like to look at the words that are left on the paper that I can see that didn't burn yet, because that tells me that there's something that I need to look into a little bit deeper, that maybe needs more attention before I try to let it go. But this looks pretty burnt, as you can see. So I'm gonna go flush that later. So that's one moon ritual I like to do. Another one is moon water, which is probably one of my favorite ones to do at any time, any kind of any moon. Um, but specifically with the full moon because it's under the release energy, you can drink this water. So what you should be doing is taking either like a cup or a jar or something, fill it with your drinking water, place it on a windowsill, or you can even put it outside. But again, it's snowing here, so it's a little bit cold for that. It might freeze. But you would place it under a window so it catches the light and it actually like charges under the full moon energy. And you can use that water to drink the next day, and or you can do anything with it really. But if you do drink it, you have to set your intention. Have an intention set of releasing. So, because we focus on fear of the unknown or whatever it is that you may have written down on your paper, focus on the intention of releasing that fully from your body. So, water specifically, we drink water and we let it go, right? So, the intention of drinking the moon water, have it feel it like cleansing your body, going through all parts of your body, envision it kind of like give it like a shimmer or something. Have it like a visual of your water, give it a shimmer in your mind, and have that shimmer just fill your entire body with the intention that you are going to be releasing. You're releasing the stagnant and negative energy. And with you drinking that, you will be flushing it out of your body, out of your system, and welcoming space. Envision yourself having like more space, kind of like what I mentioned at the beginning of this video, where we're kind of like it this full moon release is like washing your clothes, right? It's like our laundry, our energetic laundry day where we have to wash our clothes that are sitting in the hamper in order for us to have clothes for the week, right? If you all of your clothes, you've worn all your clothes are all dirty, they're sitting in the hamper, you have nothing to wear. That's like if we keep so much held up in our body, stagnant in our body, all this energy and emotions, there's no place for us to have like new emotions, or there's no place for us to welcome abundance. So we need to cleanse. This is a cleansing night. So have that intention with anything that you do tonight or tomorrow night, whatever ritual you decide to do. The intention should be cleansing and releasing. Another ritual that I like to do that we're gonna do right now too, actually, is we're gonna do this crystal meditation. So I have this like really cute book that I got, and there is a portion in here to help boost your mindset. So basically, what you're gonna do if you don't have a quartz crystal, I have one here. And what I'm going to do for you is hold your um hold your worries for you. So I'll read you what this says. And that's also something you can do for tonight too, is to charge your crystals with your moon water under the full moon light. You can place them on your windowsill. So a clear quartz crystal helps you maintain clarity and focus in life. So mine's just like a little small tower like this. Where you can spend so this says spend 5 minutes every day holding it in both of your hands as you breathe in. Imagine drawing the sparkling energy of the crystal inside of you. I'm going to show you the crystal as I'm talking. To boost the positive effects, picture yourself cocooned in a crystal chamber. As you breathe out, pour any fear or confusion into the crystal. Once a week, take your crystal outside and bury it in the soil so that any negative energy can be absorbed by the earth and transformed into light. If you don't have access to a garden, you can just place it in a plant pot if you have a plant in your house and just keep it there overnight. And once it's cleansed, you can put your crystal beneath your pillow at night and ask for guidance in your dreams. And then there's a little poem here. It says quartz crystal amplifies and transmits energy, making it the perfect stone to work with when you want to release negative energy and clear your mind. Breathing with crystals helps to calm and focus the mind. So tonight, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to hold space for you if you do not have a clear quartz crystal. If there's anything that you want to release, that you want to let go of, I'm going to absorb it for you into this crystal, and I'm going to put it back into the earth to transmute the energy for you, okay? So just if you get into a comfortable position, we'll just do a couple minutes here. And if this is something that you want to do, just really focus in on what it is that you want to release. So if you can't do um, the fire ritual that I like to do and burning things, really, really focus on what it is that you want to be released tonight, okay? I will hold this for you. And we're just going to take a deep breath. You can even place your hand over your heart, and this will be our way of connecting to each other. Really focus again on this crystal. Envision this crystal in your mind. Okay. Place your hand over your heart, and you can close your eyes and just take some deep breaths with me, okay? We'll do one together. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. You can keep your eyes closed. Your hand over your heart. Allow yourself to connect with me. And just know that any worries that you have, I will take from you. Tell me your worries. This is a safe space. We'll just close with a nice deep breath together. Okay. Thank you. I will transmute this energy for you. And I hope that it helps you feel a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to wrap it up and just leave you with some positive energy right back at you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you missed any of the beginning, this video will be on my YouTube channel. You can rewatch the beginning. It's only about a half an hour now, so you can do that. I will also pull one more card. So at the beginning, I pulled a card for us. The message was basically to slow down. It was from my Muse deck, and it was the Four of Voices. So basically, it's telling us that we need to slow down and really take care of ourselves. Focus on the self love energy, focus on renewal and re energizing your energy. You see that? There we go. So that was the message at the beginning. I'll pull one more card for us, leaving you with a message to end off. Ooh, that one flipped. We'll do two. Okay, I got three. Our first one is Knight of Voices, Six of Voices, and Eight of Voices. So Voices in this deck is comparable, if you know tarot. I want to say. I thought it said. Oh, yes, voices is wands. Sorry, voices is swords in this deck. So we have Knight of Voices. So the Knight of Voices is, sorry, right here. Quick and intelligent, heroic energy, boldly speaking the truth, swift energy, purposefulness, fast and logical thinking, drive to succeed, taking action, a need to focus, taking care not to be overbearing. Wing of truth. So really stepping into your purpose, speaking your truth, being yourself, right? Taking action and needing to focus, focusing on you. The next one we had was Six of Voices, which is transitions right here. It's a really cool picture too. Transitions, help coming from unexpected places, quiet movement, successful expansion after a period of difficulty. So, if you have been going through a little period of difficulty, this is your time to expand, really allowing yourself to make the space to expand. Crossing thresholds, changes, and realignment. Yes, this is perfect. Our last one was Eight of Voices. So, feeling stuck or bound, believing you have no choices, self tethering, empowering or disempowering effect of belief, no way out, unleashing your ties and seeing your truth. This was also came out upside down, so I'm interpreting it as letting that go. That's what we kind of let go of tonight was disempowering effect of belief. No, like believing we have no way out, unleashing our ties, right, and starting to see our truth. So those three cards were beautiful, showing that the release of the fear of the unknown tonight is really a transitioning period for us, that we're going to be able to step into our truest self by really focusing on that release. So, if you can, try one of the moon rituals on your own tonight. Place a glass of water over by your window. Drink it tomorrow morning with intention of letting things go. I also will plant this for you tonight to release any of your worries. I'm holding on to that energy for you, okay? So thank you so much for joining. This has been a really beautiful opportunity for me to put myself out there and expand myself in different ways because I don't normally do things like this. So this is really fun for me. And hopefully I will do another one soon and hopefully you will be there. So thank you again for your support and happy full moon release.